Welcome to another LEGO Bootleg review. We're back to Sheng Yuan this time. This is Sheng Yuan set number SY678. And starting from the left, we have the Human Torch Golden Age edition. This is not the Fantastic Four Human Torch. He's a separate Human Torch that also does fires and stuff. And then we have Daredevil from the Netflix TV series. We've got the Iron Spider suit for the upcoming Infinity War movie. We have a certain Wolverine character here. I don't know what kind of variant that is. We have a really crappy looking olden age Captain America. Reminds me of the really bad TV movies that they made in the 90s and 80s or earlier. We have Joker's ceremonial suit from the end of the Tim Burton 1989 movie. And then we have Zoom from the TV version of The Flash. And then we have Supergirl from her TV version as well. Every single one of these figures come with a spare minifigure hand, and also this plate here, which in the past I found to be a novel thing where it has a rotating stage in the middle, but now I just kind of find it like useless, annoying. You can't stack them up, so you can't store them away easily. And realistically speaking, what is the rotating stage for? If you display these figures in a case, you're not going to rotate them. Right, accessory wise, we have two red streaks there for Supergirl, whatever, and then we have some longer blue ones for Zoom here, because when he's running really fast he makes blue lightning. We have these two old-fashioned pistols there for the Joker. Fair enough, would have been nice if we came with a really long pistol, much like in the movie. A classic shield for Captain America, the claws for Wolverine, a attachable web piece that we've seen in many Spider-Man bootlegs before, so nothing new there. Two sticks for Daredevil and a grapple hook gun thing for the Human Torch. Starting on the DC side of things, we only have 3 figures here for them, and all of them have been produced by other brands previously. Starting with Supergirl here, on her own she's okay, but a previous Supergirl that I have right here is much better than her. The color on the plastic is better, the facial coloring print is better, and the overall print on the suit is also better as well. Note, for example, her stockings on the one that I'm holding is darker and much more like in the show compared to the one that we have with Sheng Yuan. Now the print quality, of course, is consistent with Sheng Yuan stuff, so what you see here is most likely what you would get, but the one that I have from a previous review also has good printing, so everything about the older one that I have is better, except that the Pogo stuff usually comes with really cheap, thin and tacky capes, whereas the Sheng Yuan one still comes with a fairly durable and thicker cape, much like SY678 stuff, meaning that it's slightly furry on one side and shiny on the other. Also, it's like it's at least 2 layers, whereas the Pogo capes look like it's something you might see on packaging, or something way more fragile than a thin line of bin bag plastic, which you can just rip and tear apart very easily. So the only better thing about the Sheng Yuan figure is the cape. So I'm going to keep the cape and swap it with the old Pogo one to improve it, and then get rid of the Sheng Yuan figure. Now Zoom again has been produced by another brand previously. I'm going to hold them right here. They've taken the exact same design, except the one I'm holding is actually metallically printed, whereas the Sheng Yuan one is just white paint and looks, I don't know, I prefer the metallic stuff. It just, not because it's metallic, but the metallic coloring also makes it a bit shinier, and the coloring a little bit darker, more like a metal feel, whereas the white stuff here is just too tacky. So yeah, I don't like this one compared to the other one, so that kind of sucks for him. And then we have the ceremonial Joker, which again has also been produced by another brand. This is a running theme here. There's no side leg printing on the Sheng Yuan one, and the overall print job is also kind of crap compared to the one I have here. The one I have here actually has a hat and a little stick. I didn't use that either in the movie, so who cares. But the overall print job on this one is just a little bit more detailed, a little bit more finer. You can tell they've taken the exact same figure and copied it. And this one also has a little cape to extend his tuxedo suit, which the Sheng Yuan one does not have. Supergirl and Zoom have arm printing. The Zoom print is actually okay, but it suffers from the same problem as the rest of the body, in that it's just white paint instead of a metallic one, so it doesn't look as nice as the other bootleg. There's arm printing on Supergirl, just a little bit of red detailing, just like the suit from the show. And the Joker there, the only plus thing about him is that he does have a secondary facial expression which can be hidden by the hairpiece. Now the other one has a top hat which of course can't hide the back of the head, that's why they don't have it. Zoom here also has a secondary face expression, and looks kind of good. He's kind of pissed off, got red eyes, and this is also a plus compared to the other one because the other one doesn't have that. But it's not enough for me to want to swap the figures. I'm going to keep the metallic one because that just looks nicer than this one. The Joker has a winky face. On the Marvel side of things, I just know this Captain America is really ugly, and besides, we've previously had a full pack of Captain Americas from many brands, so there's nothing too much new or unique about this one. Easy skip. The feet print, the red boots, done really poorly. Really, the only plus is the torso print itself. Wolverine here is a new variant, so that's kind of nice, I guess, if you like this suit design. Don't know where it comes from, and I like Wolverine, but not enough to keep this suit because, I don't know, who cares about this suit. Iron Spider here is okay, I guess. On the surface, again, is pretty nice, but Pogo has a nicer one. The overall print and design is better. The face, the head alone, is better than the Sheng one. The Sheng one is just stretched and just kind of nasty looking. Like he's somehow become more Asian, if that's a thing. And the gold print isn't exactly that much better than the Pogo one. So, but I'm not gonna keep this one either because I'm gonna go and get the official one when that comes out. But if you are gonna get a bootleg, I recommend the Pogo one over this one. Daredevil here is also something that was produced in a previous toy, and the one here again is nowhere near as nice as the previous version that I have. First of all, the color is far too bright, it just looks wrong. The design is nowhere near as detailed as the other one. You can tell they took the same, literally the same like Lego-fied design from somewhere, but it just isn't as nice as the other one. There's also a nice little suit pattern printed on this one that this Sheng one doesn't have. It just kind of sucks. And finally we have the Golden Age Human Torch, which I have not seen done by anyone else, and this one is actually a very nice figure. The chrome gold is not smudged. The overall design is very sharp and detailed, and I just pick him up and you see this arm print has tiny little logos on that which also look very nice. Quick look at the arm printing. The Captain one's okay, but the white print on the arm doesn't cover the like 180 degrees, so it just looks kind of weird from the front and the back. Wolverine's got some muscle print on there, looks pretty decent, and yeah, it's a nicely produced figure. I just don't really care about this design too much. And then we have the Spiderman suit, which again, it's printed okay, it's not bad. Nothing on the outer Daredevil, and again the chrome coloring print on the Human Torch is pretty good. Quick look on the back here. One thing that's really positive about the Sheng stuff, by the way, when I'm removing all the hair pieces and helmet pieces, the clutch is very nice, comes off very easily. So all of these characters do have back head prints, and yeah, Spider-Man kind of looks like Carnage. Different expression for Daredevil. Those two figures really shouldn't have a back head print, not like this. Because there's nothing to cover it up, so it's just gonna look a little bit weird. I guess it's just as a toy, playing around with it, it's okay. But if you actually want like a good, nicely done figure to collect or display, it can be a little weird under certain angles, I guess. Spider-Man's torso, for the middle part, there's no detail whatsoever. It's just a big blue patch. It just went bleh. So that kind of sucks. Captain America's face expression is also pretty decent. So, in theory, this is actually not a terrible set. Unfortunately, almost all of these figures have been produced better by other bootleg brands that cost exactly the same. So if you're paying the same amount of money, get something better. The only reason to pick this up is that if you really want the second Joker facial expression, this certain variant of Wolverine and that middle Human Torch Golden Age figure right there. Aside from that, there is no reason to pick this one. Just get all the other stuff. And if you can pick up these figures individually, outside of a full set, just pick up the ones you want and ignore the rest. The other ones, again, the clutch is decent, movement and stuff is okay. Accessory wise, not too much special there. Not a big fan of these rotating stage plates anymore, although the variety is nice compared to other bootlegs that always come with the exact same one. So I'm not going to complain about that, it's just Yeah, well, unfortunately, Yuan has been out of it for so long, and in recent updates, I don't have them because I don't want to pick them up. Yuan has started producing more minifigure box sets again, but the problem with that is most of them are just either repeats or slight color or pattern variants from stuff that they released in the past. Like, you remember the first ever Yuan bootlegs? It was mostly of the Avengers, and then there was Batman and Superman tagged on the end. Well, guess what? They have new sets coming out, which is mostly just the Avengers and a different version of Batman and Superman tagged on the end. More than one. So, and you know, just look at the post date of this video. This is in 2018. They're still doing that stuff. Like, they've just given up competing with other bootleg brands. That's fine. We have Pogo, XINH, and a few others doing their work now. So those are okay, but Yuan's just not what it used to be anymore. The figures themselves are still decent enough to play around with, but if you're just looking to pick up the best version of a certain character, they are not the ones to go for. I think they're far too focused too much on bigger sets, and which I'm not really interested in viewing anymore because I've got all the details out with the previous ones. The quality's not changed that much, to be honest. Oh well. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.